Good evening, folks, and welcome to a Wednesday night quiz for you, which is going to be a comedy pub quiz, so a wee bit of fun and games in that respect. But first of all, just to thank you all once again for the quizathon response on Sunday. Absolutely magnificent. The feedback has been brilliant. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. And I'm just bowled over with the response for everybody, and in terms of course, contributing to the charity. The total, which I checked last night, is at £625 just now, which is great, absolutely brilliant. That will go up. I'll make sure of that. In terms of my sale and that, I'll put a bit more money towards it myself. I'll nudge a few folk that I know as well. Hey, you get that paid up, but it'll go up as well because some folk have told me they'll just give me the money and I'll put it to myself. So it's utterly tremendous. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good laugh. And if it wasn't for yous out there, I wouldn't get through it, to be honest. Yous were there, keep me going. And yeah, it went well. I must admit, I was a wee bit tempted near the end to keep going past 10 o'clock. I think we went past the 10 o'clock, but just to play a wee bit of music and respond to some requests. But no, absolutely brilliant. And as we go through the quiz, I'll speak about some of the highlights and some of the laughs that we had. Right, so in terms of tonight's quiz, we're back to the normal sort of format, folks. I thought a comedy quiz might be quite light-hearted. I must admit, it's been, in terms of, I thought, God, I've not even, getting another quiz done. A few folks had said to me, Gary, you'd be forgiven for giving yourself a week off after Sunday. And that's a fair shout, I suppose, but I enjoy doing them, so why not? So this one, as I say, it's a wee bit of a laugh. So let's see what we've got. As I say, a wee bit of a comedy quiz to come along. So there we are. Yeah, there's 4 rounds here. Just a wee bit of fun and games. We've got a picture round coming up. A wee round called Gameshow Answers. Then we've got stand-ups. And then we're going to end off with Complete the Joke. As I say, this is not for the pub quiz purists, shall we say. As I said, it's just a lot of it's a bit of fun. The first round's maybe more for your pub quiz purists, but after that, we're just having a wee laughy. I know. So, your first round is picture round, and it's sketch shows. So, I'm going to show you a picture of a TV sketch show, and you simply just name that sketch show, okay? So, charge your glasses. Hope you're all well out there, folks. Staying safe and keeping well. We're getting there. We're getting there ever but slowly. We are going to be back in the pubs, as I say, in some time soon. So here it is, your first sketch show of the evening. Simply name it. There we go. An all-time classic in terms of us Scottish punters. There. As I say, 10 after I'd finished on Sunday night. Oof. I ate my curry, by the way. I ate my curry. It was lovely. Beautiful. Sure was it. Went down a treat. So thanks again, Mark. Cheers, mate. There was loads there, mate. Too much. Pakora, chips, and spiced onions, and there's a buffet of Indian delight. But fair enjoyable, mate. Fair enjoyable. Thanks. Also, I got beers, I got sweeties, I got... thanks to everybody that... Yeah, I mean, it didn't need to be done by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, much appreciated. Right, here's number 2. Which sketch show is that? Aye. Oh. Must have met about, I think it was around about between 5 and 6 o'clock. I must admit I felt, and I remember saying to myself, sorry Gary, you've not got long to go. You know what I mean? You're about 2/3 of it down, and then I thought, no, hold on a minute, Gary, you've still got 5 hours to go. Oh, jeez. But no, it was brilliant. I think the secret is planning your day out and make sure that you know, you've got everything there. And there's number 3. Maybe I need to take a wee close look into that one, folks. But I was in a bit of panic on this. You know what I mean? I was lying awake at 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. You know, I've got more rounds today, and so I'd set my alarm clock for 7 to get up and do them. And then that was a bit of a rush. And then there was a wee technical hitch, as you remember, in the first thing, and when we started, the sound wasn't coming through, and I was in, oh no, this isn't going to happen, is it? But we sorted it, and we got there, folks. Certainly got there. Right, that's number 4. Remember, you can pause these as we go. Aye, it was. And I have to thank my wife Gillian for the support and let me, obviously, locked away for a few days doing these questions, and then obviously supporting on the Sunday, especially with the wee man. But the wee man was an absolute delight. I thought doing his wee quiz, wasn't he? Brilliant wee man. Maybe in about 20 years' time he'll be the one doing these things. Hopefully not in a lockdown situation. Right, that's number 5. An all-time classic there. But aye, everybody that took part in all the wee quizzes, Pop Master, Mastermind. Very impressed with Mastermind. Every contestant, all 4 of you were brilliant. Keeney obviously won it, but well done, mate. Pop Master, big Jim Cowan in there, and Carol. But everybody that took part in Pop Master, my dad, poor guy. I've always got that vision of name that radio, complete the title of this Radiohead song, Karma Chameleon. I would love to see Radiohead doing a cover version of Karma Chameleon. That would be good. And then, of course, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Wee Andy, Joan, Manny Joan and Five, did well. And Sid, Sid. Shouldn't you ask Alexa for answers, mate? That's what happens to you. Phone a friend, Alexa, give you the wrong answer, or joking, mate. And then, of course, well done to Diane. Superb. Donald got in touch with me as we move on to number 6. Asking Mary if they can put the deposit down in that new kitchen. I had to say to him, no, HMRC have been in touch. Can't pay out prize money with EBTs, so sorry about that. Wee prize will be on its way to you though for winning that. No £1 million though, sorry. And then we had Blankety Blank. I must admit, I bet it's a blur. Blankety Blank. It was good. Play your cards right. Poor Gregor. The man that gave me the cards was the only one that never won it. I've all got 8 crisps teas. But aye. Good day. Right, here's number 7. Brilliant, man. Stonybridge. That was a classic. Aye. A few folk maybe a bit quizzed out. That's why I did this in a way as well. It's no intense. I'll maybe get back to business next on Sunday, but I've started, I've got a few wee rounds pugged away there because we never got round to using them. Well, a lot of it was the Tenable stuff, which was to refill in the gaps anyway with Tenable. I'm not really going to use that in the quiz, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. Oh, I've decided what I'm doing for next Wednesday. Because I've thought next Wednesday is actually a certain viewer's birthday. A big birthday at that. Yeah. Okay, there's number 8. Oh, I've not even had a bit to be drink yet. You can actually, just to let you know, if you go back onto my, if there was something that you wanted to go back or show somebody, the Twitch channel, if you've got it saved in your favourites, or you just go back to the page or on my Facebook page and click on that link, it will take you back to there, and if you click on videos at the top of the menu, you'll be able to then discover the whole stream because it's recorded, and you can go the way through it and pick out any highlights if you wanted to. It's up to you. I think I can put it in a sort of highlight stream. I did try to see if I could put it on my YouTube channel, but for some reason it didn't work, so I don't know what that's all about. There's number 9 for you. I'm blaring my way through this, folks. As I say, let's say, because I think I was asked on Tuesday night to do a quiz, take part in a quiz, and I was like, maybe a wee bit of a brain box, Gary, because you've done so many questions, but it's remembering them all. It's remembering the answers to them all. That's the thing. But anyway, there's sketch show number 9. And finally, sketch show number 10. A few hangovers Monday. I was not too bad. I was tired, aye. But I think Monday night it kind of hit me. I was like, oh, I need to get my bed. Try to sit and watch something on the telly, and I'm like, dead calling, Gary. Don't fall asleep on the couch. Right, okay. That's the end of round 1 there for you. As to say, if you want to read the back to them, you can do that as you please. As I say, we'll have a wee break here, and we'll get to your next round. If you want to, you can submit your answers to me just now, and I will tally them up. Forgetting. Right, in the meantime, we'll have a wee bit of music. And since it is a comedy night, why don't we have a wee bit of the Divine Comedy? And this is Something for the Weekend. It was a great weekend, wasn't it?
Hello. Ooh. I say, how about a little kiss? Oh, don't be unkind. Something in the woodshed, and I can hear it breathing. It's such an eerie feeling, darling. He said, there's nothing in the woodshed. It's your imagination and of the conversation, darling. Pretend it was something for know because I saw it. I can't simply ignore it, darling. So he said, now baby, don't be stupid. Get this into your sweet head. There ain't nothing in the woodshed except maybe some wood. Something in his heart told him to come clean. He was not who he claimed to be. Something in his genes told him to pretend for something for the weekend.
Yeah, the divine comedy, of course. Yeah, yeah, brilliant. Okay, okay. Right, I must say to you actually, as we move on to the next round, which will be funny game show answers, and I'll explain that in a minute. As I say, the wee man did a turn on Sunday's quiz, and I was like that Monday morning. I said, I need a walk, get a bit of fresh air and good walk. So we took the dog, me, the wee man, and the dog went out for a walk. I said to him, you done well with the quiz. I said, you really did, wee man. He was like, I enjoyed it, Dad. He said, in fact, Dad, can we do it again today? No. I mean, oh, how no? I says, no. I says, I'm not one to do a quiz-a-thon every day. But I think the live interaction thing worked. The only issue is, and a few folk who maybe couldn't have tuned in on said about the Twitch channel not being able to get it, maybe put it up on your TV screen. I know that some folk can do it with like Chromecast or whatever. I'm not into all that sort of technical side of things. But I do agree, I did enjoy that aspect of it. And it's maybe something that I could look at going forward. It's just sometimes on a Sunday, doing it live, it can be quite difficult, just situation and what have you. But I would be more than happy to do something like that again. Not that this would be a charity thing. It can be just a wee day where, and definitely not another 12-hour one, but maybe a wee Sunday afternoon, taking a whole Sunday aside and doing it, and still having the interaction and doing like Pop Master and Mastermind and stuff like that. So maybe as we come out of lockdown and maybe when this ends and we get back to normality with the pop quiz in the pub, maybe the last one we can do it like that. We'll see. Anyway, moving on to round number 2. I'm blethering on as per usual. Funny game show answers. What I'm going to do, and as I say, this is not for the pub quiz purists, it's all for a wee bit of a laugh. So I don't expect you to know the answers straight away, but try and think what would maybe be the funniest answer for this, or something along those lines, or the most stupidest wrong answer. So, and that just reminds me, there's one wee thing that I want to get on. No, and I should have got this sorted out before on this. And I'm trying to find it. And it's actually where it starts. Anyway, I'll try. I might be totally getting this all wrong, but some of them can be quite long. But anyway, I think I found it, and we'll see when it comes there. Right, so funny game show answer. So here is your first one. So this one was in Family Fortunes. Names. See, a wee bit slow today, folks. Apologies. Right, this was in Family Fortunes, and the contestant was asked, name something you feel before you buy it. Name something you feel before you buy it. What was his answer? It's no rude, by the way. It's no rude. I'll let you know that. But Remember, like in Family Fortunes, they just get that wee bit, the buzzer bit at the beginning. So they've got to think straight after the top of their head. First thing that comes out of their head, bum. What do you think this guy said? As I say, it's just a wee laugh. If you get it right, you get it right. So, it was a contestant on Family Fortunes. They were asked, name something you feel before you buy it. Okay? And as I say, you can pause these to have a wee think about it. Right, question 2. This was in Pointless, and I actually remember seeing this. It was hilarious. The contestant was asked by Alexander Armstrong, who was it was one of the ones up on the board, and the question was, who was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald in Dallas? Who was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald in Dallas? And what was the contestant's answer? A wee bit of fun. Eh? Oh. See, there was a bit of comedy on Sunday. I'm trying to remember some of it. It's a long day. Okay. Right. Number 3. This was on a radio quiz. The presenter asked the contestant, how many kings of England have been named Henry? The contestant replied, well, I know of Henry the Eighth, so what was their answer? So it was a radio quiz, and the presenter asked the contestant, how many kings of England have been named Henry? The contestant replied, well, I know of Henry the Eighth, so what did they say? What was their answer? Now, this could be easily wrong, but hey, as I say, a wee bit of a laugh. Okay, right, so that's number 3. Let's move on to number 4. On an episode of University Challenge, a contestant answered Goosey for which historical figure's first name. On an episode of University Challenge, a contestant answered Goosey for which historical figure's first name. So they were asked, what is this person's first name? And the reply was Goosey. Who were they referring to? It was obviously wrong, but there was some belters. Some of them that to ask as a question would have been too much, to be honest. But some crackers there. The last round we've got is one-liners, comedic one-liners. So comedians have told these one-liners, and you've got to finish off that one-liner. Might be quite good because some of these might come up with funny ones yourselves. Bit like blankety blank on Sunday. Jerry. I don't even think my dad was drinking. So that was number 4. Here's number 5. So this was from Blockbusters. Bob Holness said, what L do you make in the dark when you don't consider the consequences? What L do you make in the dark when you don't consider the consequences? What was the contestant's reply? No looking for the real answer, remember. Here. I'm not going to get a point if you give me the right correct answer. And if you expect me when I'm going through these answers to give you the correct answer, I don't know, I can't remember. Okay, number 6. This was from a radio quiz. Name a film. This is a question. Name a film starring Bob Hoskins that is also the name of a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. So the contestant was asked, name a film starring Bob Hoskins that is also the name of a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. What was their reply? Bit of running repairs there, Giano. Okay. So that's name a film starring Bob Hoskins that is also the name of a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. If anybody's tuning into this now and going, oh, that's that, we're not looking for the right answer. We're looking for what the comedic wrong answer that was given. What do you mean, Gary? What nonsense is this? What sort of pub quiz are you running? I've lost it now. Right, this is from The Weakest Link. The contestant was asked by Anne, Oscar Wilde, Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Archer have all written books about their experience in what? Oscar Wilde, Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Archer have all written books about their experience in what? So what was the comedic wrong answer that was given? Rather than the correct answer. Because the correct answer is, of course, prison. But what was the comedic wrong answer? Just like the previous one we Bob Hoskins was the answer. I think it was Mona Lisa. And the one before that, he's on all. He's get the grips here now, and he's. As I say, you can pause them to think about these and have a laugh about it or whatever. Here's number 8. This was from a radio quiz. Johnny Weissmuller famously played which jungle swinging character, clad only with a loincloth? What was the comedic answer given? Johnny Weissmuller famously played which jungle swinging character? Jungle swinging character, clad only with a loincloth. Too many running repairs here, Gary. What was the contestant's answer to that one? Oh. Right. And number 9. This was from The Weakest Link again. Anne asked the contestant, in traffic, what J is where two roads meet? In traffic, what J is where two roads meet? J or G? What debate that? See, I'll never go. See, I always hate that if somebody says that if you're on the phone to them and they say spell that, and you get to the J, if it's something, I don't know. And you get J, then they go, what? J, G, J, J. G, whatever. I say J. You say G. Okay, what was our answer? Right, and number 10. You're going to listen to this clip. Which historical figure is the subject of this question? She has already been told that he brought tobacco back to the UK, but she is asked what else, right? So listen to this. This is just a wee listen. You probably know already what it was, but and this is actually no just a I'm not looking for a comedic answer here. I'm actually looking for who is this about. But it's mental. This just listen to this woman, right? It's quite good. See what you think here.
I don't know, but I thought it was in with the bowls.
Right. Okay. First half of the word. Think of your husband's stomach. First syllable, your husband's stomach.
I'm just thinking about it. I've got him on a diet.
Well, you've got him on a diet because of this. What kind of a belly's he got?
It's not that big. Let's see. Think his husband's stomach. Oh, God. Big?
No. The first syllable of the word. What do you call it when you get a little round belly?
A pop.
That's it. What was you saying?
A Pouch, a punch.
Punch?
It's a kangaroo, Bill.
That's a pouch. Well, you got it right first time.
A pants.
Is he? Is he?
Is it stuff his hands that kill me?
Keep it quiet, love. You'll never have any mates.
Well, I don't know, Bill. Might have a few.
What you cooking then?
Oh, a pan.
Now, have you ever heard of a fella with a pan stomach?
No.
A pan belly?
No. What you cook? You cooking a pan?
Okay, I know you cook in a pan. I know that, but you can't have a pan belly, can you?
No. What?
What you call those things you used to put in your knee and whip?
A top.
Yes, think of it backwards.
A pot.
Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful. So we got pot. Right, now the next one's rather difficult. It's a number after 7. Told you all. Told you that was difficult, didn't I, eh? We'll give you time to think, girl.
A pot 8.
Pot 8, yes. And at the end of your feet.
My slippers.
What's at the end of your feet?
My slippers.
When your slippers are off, what's at the end of your feet?
My toes.
So put them all together, you get.
Pot 8 toes.
Yes. So what are they?
Potty toes.
No, well, what are they that he brought back?
What are they what?
What, I mean, the other thing that I introduced to the world. I've just given you. We've got the belly, we've got the one after 7, and we've got the at the end of your feet. Put them together and you get.
Pot 8 toes.
Yes, so what are they? What did he bring back?
Pot 8 toes.
And what are they?
I don't know.
You must know what they are.
I don't. When I get my dictionary.
No, what did he bring back? Tell me.
Pot 8 toes.
Say it fast.
Potty toes.
Yes.
Potty toes.
Say it faster.
Potty toes.
So what are they then?
I don't know.
Hey, Bill, shall we go on?
I've never heard of it.
You never did. Say it slow.
Pot 8 toes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, what were they brought back?
I don't know.
You've just told me. Good God, woman, you've just told me.
Pot 8 toes.
You say it very slow.
Pot 8 toes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what they are.
Give her a clue, Bill.
How can I give her a clue? She's got it.
What are you asking me what they are?
Because I want you to tell me what they are. Potatoes.
Well, I don't know.
Say it very slow.
Pot
Yes.
8 toes.
Yes. Now what are they?
I don't know. You keep saying that, I don't know. I've never heard the word.
Britain's brightest.
Oh, anyway, so the woman was being asked, so you have to tell me, obviously the answer was that this person brought back tobacco and potato, or pot-8-os, put them together, pot-8-os. So, who was it that brought back tobacco and potatoes to the UK? Basically, that's what I'm looking for there. So it's a real answer there, it's a real one. Right, anyway, that was just a wee bit of madness there. I thought it was quite funny to throw something like that in. Right, okay, I'll be back after another wee tune, and then we'll go on to round number 3. Right, this is a new track by Gorillaz, and I was wanting you to tell me who is the musician guest appearing on this track. No singing. that's Aries by Gorillaz, featuring Peter Hook, of course, from New Order and Joy Division, of course. Right, we move on to the next round, folks. Let's crack it on. And it's Name the Stand-Up Comedian. Some of these are very obvious, but again, I just thought I'd put them in for a wee laugh so we could hear some of these, you know what I mean? So you'll hear 10. Some of them are a wee bit longer so you can get to the point of some of the stories. So sit back and listen, just if you want. If you don't want, then fast forward. But hey, just a bit of fun. So here we go with your first one. Okay, simply just name the comedian. As I say, some of them very, very, very obvious.
I remember my first ever altercation with a friendly madman. Right. It was about midnight. I was standing at a bus stop waiting on a bus. That's the way I play the game, right? That's how I roll. At the bus stop, waiting on a bus, 2 people sat beside me. They were doing something similar, and everybody was having a good time. Sounds a bit far-fetched, but it's based on a true story. So everyone's there getting their bus stop on when a friendly madman showed up. A guy, he was across the road, and he shouted, "Hoi, you! Hoi, you! Aye, you!" Now, when you're at a bus stop at midnight and somebody instigates a conversation with "Hoi, you! Hoi, you! Aye, you!" you kinda shite yourself. And you try and keep your head down, right? And then the guy shouts, "Hoi, fat boy, fatty." And while I'm standing there and I'm looking at the 2 people, I'm trying to figure out their BMI. And because one of us is about to become a statistic, right? But beside me were just these 2 big, skinny pensioner types. Cool, this one must be for me. And the guy said, "Fat boy, give me a quid, or you're getting stabbed." I thought, a quid? That was quite reasonable. Panic over. I mean, I've never been stabbed, right, but I can imagine it'd be somewhat inconvenient. Maybe even put a dampener on your evening, right? You'd be covered in blood. You'd need to go to a hospital to get stitches. You'd be physically and emotionally traumatised. And here, we've got a gentleman offering me the chance to bypass such a horrendous ordeal in this current financial climate for a mere £1. Now I'm a sucker for a bargain, so.
Okay, there. I'm just a lot of that. I'm just doing for a wee bit of a cheering up. Okay, so that was the first one there. Sorry, I meant to put that there, but I didn't. Terrible. Right, number 2. Here we go. Who's this?
I went to penitentiary. Gene Wilder, I did a movie. I went to, not me personally, I mean, I went to do a film in penitentiary. And I was up there 6 weeks, Arizona State Penitentiary. It was some, oh, you're applauding for that? Arizona State Penitentiary, real popular. Oh man, it was strange because it's like 80% black people. And what's strange about that is that there are no black people in Arizona. I'm not lying, they bust motherfuckers in. And I was up there, and I looked at all the brothers, and it made my heart ache. You know, it's all these beautiful black men in the joint. God damn, warriors should be out there helping the masses. And I felt that way. I was real naive, right? In 6 weeks I was up there, I talked to the brothers, you know, and I talked to them. And thank God we got penitentiaries. I asked the dude, I said, why did you kill everybody in the house? He goes, they was home. I mean, murderers. Do you hear me? Real live murderers. I thought black people killed people by accident. No, these motherfuckers was murderers. I met one brother, his name was J-Bo. Motherfucker lift weights, he was in charge of it. J-Bo, muscles every motherfucker. Where's my man? Muscle. He was doing a sentence, triple life. How in the fuck do you do triple life? I mean, if he die and come back, he got to go to penitentiary.
Okay, so that was number 2. Again, just name the comedian. Right, number 3, here we go, folks. Who is this?
Now, one question that I get asked all the time, so don't text me with this, is if you could take a pill that would make you thin, would you take it? Of course I bleeding well would. I would like to take a pill that made me 6 stone. Then I could eat my way back up to 10. What a bloody brilliant weekend that'd be, wouldn't it? You see, I think there's 2 types of people in the world, right? And it's all to do with how they eat biscuits, right? Because the first type of person makes a cup of tea, gets a plate out, opens the packet of biscuits, takes 1 biscuit out, puts it on the plate, and eats it very daintily off the plate. Folds the packet back up, bit of sellotape over the top to keep it fresh for next month. Now, those sort of people should be executed, shouldn't they? Because the rest of us get a packet out, eat the whole fucking lot without taking the cover off, do we, really?
Okay, right, so that was number 3. All right. Number 4. Here is number 4. Who is this?
Look, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just think people are a bit thicker and selfish now, aren't they? Genuinely, people are thick as shit now, and they're self-centered. I'm thick as shit. Thick people used to hide, didn't they? You never met many thick people. They used to be hidden, didn't they? Don't let him out, he's thick. Take him home, he's thick. Take her home, thick as shit. Now, they come on the telly. Hey, I'm thick as shit. Can I be on your telly? Where's Africa? Oh, fuck you, I can't even read. And I'm not talking about the people on these benefit street programmes these Channel 5 fuckers make, you know, where they claim they're making a serious documentary about modern Britain. There's a man here on a tyre at 11:30 in the morning with a can of cider. Oh my God. And I watch those shows and think, I want to live on that street.
Right, okay, so that's number 4. Wasn't it? Yeah, well, Gary, yes, Gary was number 4. Right, here's number 5. Just somebody in the Communion.
From Ireland.
We are a country full of lunatics. There isn't a person in Ireland who's more than a first cousin away from genuine psychiatric illness. and I love it. There's a man who lives near me who has the dental equivalent of a comb-over. He has no teeth on this side of his mouth, and the teeth on this side are trying to cover it up. There was a set of identical twin sisters who worked in a shop in the town, and one of them passed away. And about a week later, my friend went in and said to the girl, "Was it you or your sister that died?"
Right. Who is that one? That's number 5. All right. Here comes number 6 again. Just name the comedian.
But anyway, Ashley went to a posh school, and as you can tell, I'm not really one of those mothers that can bake. I'm not a posh woman. You know the kind of woman who have got a scarf for every day of the week? You know the kind of woman who bake? I don't understand that. Just buy a cake. They sell that shit in the shops, right? Seriously, just buy it. Who's blending flour into sugar? Are you mad? You know the kind of woman you and I know's never had sex up against a fridge? Come on, we're Scottish. We can have sex up against a fridge and fry an omelette. Well, as soon as you're finished, mate, there's some fried goods here around. These women hated me. They used to look at me and go, "I know who you are. You're that little girl in junior 60s, mum, the comedian." I'd say, "Actually, I'm a hooker and your husband owes me a £5."
Right. Again, name who that is. That was number 6. And this is number 7. And hey, you can wind some of these back and, listen a wee to them. But here we go. Need to put this one in. Need to put him in, don't we?
Women, we'll go over women first. Now, the reason I was being booed, as I used to say, women can't keep secrets. Now, that's a stupid thing, stupid generalisation. So, what we'll say tonight is, women could easily keep secrets if they wanted to, but they don't seem to want to. Easy peasy Japanesey, just like that, they could keep a secret if they wanted to. But the women are nice, they like telling you stuff, they like to impart information to people. Say, "Look, don't tell her fucking soul I told her." Like, you swear you won't tell her. And you can see them 5 minutes later saying exactly the same thing to somebody else. See, women don't like keeping secrets, and I find it an attractive side of women myself. You know, it's a nice, warm side. They're just not very good at it. Men, on the other hand, can keep secrets because men basically are sneakier than women. Men like knowing things other people don't know. I know something you don't fucking know. That's why most of the spies are men. They're fucking sneaky creatures slithering about in the shadows, knowing things that other people don't fucking know. That's why men join the Freemasons. They'll do anything to learn a secret. Roll up their trousers with their tits hanging out. I look a real prick, but they're going to tell me a secret. Right. Now, women aren't very good at keeping secrets. Men are very, very good. But to make the seesaw work, we need something else here that women are good at, and men aren't very good at. That keeps the wheel turning, because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Everybody knows that. Yin, yang, the whole shooting match, right? So, women aren't good at secrets. Men are very good. Women can hold in a fart. Men can't. What are we to learn from this? If you want a woman to keep a secret, whisper it up her arse.
Right, okay, so that was number 7? Yeah, number 7, Gary, yeah. Number 7, mate. Right, 3 more to go, folks. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, then... I'm not enjoying it, Gary. I want serious quizzes. I'll be back. Just bear with me. Right, again, who's this?
I hate thin people. Let's just start with that. Thank God the front row, Chubettes. I'm very happy. You look good. You're well fed. I hate those skinny bitches. Victoria Beckham. Does the tampon make me look fat? I hate her. Not that I know at this age what a tampon is. Because if you don't have your period and people think you don't menstruate, men absolutely ignore you. You know, every woman in this room, I'm telling you, enjoy yourselves right now. I've reached the point now when I go to parties, I carry tampons in my purse to look like younger. Nobody's paying attention. I open my bag. Oh my God. I am so embarrassed. I could die.
Okay, so that was number 8. Number 8 there. Some of these are obviously very obvious, but I was just putting them in for a wee bit of a laugh. Right, here's number 9. Let's go back to the classics.
Tonight I'd like to, if I may, play you a memorable song, one that is forever in our thoughts. It's a truly unforgettable number, and that's why it's called Unforgettable. Thank you. I've forgotten it. Please forgive me if I appear down in the mouth this evening, but I've just had some bad news. Tomorrow it's the mother-in-law's funeral, and she's cancelled it. Actually, despite the things I say about that that woman, I'm very fond of her. When she was ill last year, I said to the wife, I said, don't worry about your mother. If she's at death's door, I'll pull her through. She went for a swim in Loch Ness in the Montserrat and Piccadilly the lake. I haven't seen her for about a fortnight. So it's a fortnight ago. I was in a public house with dubious distinction. I can you imagine how I felt? There she was, lying on the floor of the 4 Ale bar in a pool of spilt Britvic and chewed cashew nuts. And 6 men from an oil rig were hitting her with bar stools. One of my neighbours said, "Are you going to help?" I said, "No, 6 of them should be enough."
Enough of that there. Sorry. We're about to go for an advertising break there, but we're on the BBC. Well, I think I'm on the BBC. Am I not on the BBC? All right, okay. Right, here's your next one. Your last one. Right, let's get on with this, G. Right, number 10, your final one. Who is this?
European countries are much more laid back than ours, you know. You can hear it even in the sirens. Like British sirens, traditionally very, very functional. You're sort of like, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. More than my job's worth. Which to me always denotes disappointment. Although you never hear them go the other way, do you? There he goes. Oh, there he goes. European sirens, much more laid back, aren't they? Like, you know, they're sort of like, yeah? It sort of says, yeah, there is an emergency, but let's enjoy the ride. In fact, the French ones are like this. And that's just the bit you hear as they go past. If you listen to it all down the street, it's like this.
Okay, right, who was that as your last one there? If it takes your fancy, of course, you can go back and listen to them. Right, Here's a bit of music while you think over that. Here's a bit of Lauryn Hill. Everything.
We about to set this one right. We about to do this for all the kids, the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters. You know the regulars.
Everything is everything. What is meant to be will be. After winter, must come spring. Change it comes eventually. Everything is everything. What is meant to be will be.
Understand that everything is everything.
After winter, must come spring. Change it comes eventually. I wrote these words for everyone who struggles in their youth, who won't accept deception instead of what is true.
Gotta know the truth, y'all.
It seems we lose the game before we even start to play.
Not our game.
Who made these rules? We're so confused. Easily led astray. Let me tell you that everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything. After winter must come spring. Everything is everything.
Yeah. Our philosophy, possibly speak tongues, beat drums, Abyssinian Street Baptist, rap this and fine linen. From the beginning, my practice extending across the atlas. I begat this, flipping in together on the dirty mattress. You can't match this, rapper / actress, more powerful than two Cleopatras. Bomb graffiti on the tomb of Nefertiti. MCs ain't ready to take it to the Serengeti. My rhymes is heavy like the mother sister Betty. L Boogie spars with stars and constellations. Then came down for a little conversation. Adjacent to the king, fear no human being. Roll with cherubims to Nassau Coliseum. Now hear this mixture where hip hop meets scripture. Develop a negative into a positive picture.
Everything is everything. What is meant to be will be. And after winter must come spring. Change it comes eventually. Sometimes it seems we'll touch that dream. But things come slow and not at all.
They come slow, you know what I mean?
And the ones on top won't make it stop. So convinced that they might fall. Let's love ourselves and we can't fail to make a better situation. Tomorrow, our seeds will grow. All we need is dedication. Let me tell you that everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything.
Everything is everything.
After winter must come spring. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Everything.
Okay, a wee bit of Lauryn Hill there for you folks. We're back in action. Let's get cracking on with your final round, which this week is Complete the Joke. You're going to hear Doug's. Thank me, again. You're going to hear, I'm going to give you a joke, a one-liner sort of idea. You just complete it with what you think it is. Hold on. That's unfinished. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Right, so you just complete the joke. So, for example, here is your first one. Love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably... Love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably... So these are one-liner jokes by comedians that have been said. What is it? Okay. So as I say, you can pause these as we go. There's number 2. Now these are not about me, of course. My wife told me that sex is always better on holiday. That wasn't a very nice blank to receive. My wife told me that sex is always better on holiday. That wasn't a very nice blank to receive. Blank to receive. Fill in the gap. So many innuendos there. My wife told me that sex is always better on holiday. That wasn't a very nice to receive. Okay. Question 3. I saw a documentary on how ships are kept together. It was... I saw a documentary on how ships are kept together. It was... Ooh. Okay, number 4. And these are not about me. I've not made these ones. My ex-girlfriend would always ask me to text her when I got in. That's how... My ex-girlfriend would always text me. My ex-girlfriend would always ask me to text her when I got in. That's how... something, something, something. There's a few words there on that one. What is that? What is the completion of that joke? Now these are adult quizzes, just so you know. Question number 5. Insomnia is awful, but on the plus side, only 3 more sleeps till. Insomnia is awful, but on the plus side, only 3 more sleeps till. Some of these are from the Fringe, now the Edinburgh Festival, which will only be taking place this year. So it's some of the comics that are played there down the years. Insomnia is awful, but on the plus side, only 3 more sleeps till. Maybe I played Insomnia on Sunday night. Got a bit hectic, a bit mental at the end there. Born Slippy getting thrown in and everything. Oh, that was good laugh, wasn't it? 6. Someone stole my antidepressants. Whoever they are, I hope they're... Someone stole my antidepressants. Whoever they are, I hope they're... What? I think that actually won Joke of the Year. Was that Well, no, the Perrier Award. But they have a Joke of the Year at the Edinburgh Festival. I think 1 year that won it. Someone stole my antidepressants. Whoever they are, I hope they're... Right, number 7. I want to die like my father, peacefully in my sleep. not screaming and terrified like his... What? I want to die like my father, peacefully in my sleep, not screaming and terrified like his... That was one I think was told by an old classic comedian, shall we say, who's no longer with us. I always have to keep looking down at the mic. Is that mic on? But tell me then if the mic's off, Gary. Right, number 8. The police arrested 2 kids yesterday. One was drinking battery acid, the other was eating fireworks. They charged one and... What? A couple of words there. A few words there. Some of them are obvious, aren't they? The police arrested 2 kids yesterday. One was drinking battery acid, the other was eating fireworks. They charged one and... Yeah. Right. Number 9. I bought a pair of knickers the other day. Not me personally. Again, this isn't not me. I'm just reading these out. I bought a pair of knickers the other day. On the front it said, I would do anything for love. And on the back it said... Whoa. A few words again there. Again, you know that, didn't you? I bought a pair of knickers the other day. On the front it said, I would do anything for love. And on the back it said... Okay. And your final one. Simply, who picks up a guide dog's... Who picks up a guide dog's... Suppose I that one, isn't it? Maybe I was going... No, I'm not. Right. Alright, you can rewind anything back if you want. It's up to you. But that is us. That's the end of it, folks. I'll be back in a moment with your answers. For the moment, I'm going to play a new single by Disclosure. Yeah. Really do like this. Going to have a wee boogie about the kitchen to this one.
What up? All right, look. Just in case you ain't got it by now, listen to me. Bring it in. If you are alive, I know you ain't reached your best yet. You got more. You could do more. You could see more. You could be more, all right? Right now, you should feel invincible, powerful, strong. Look, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Are you hearing me? We're going to take it to another level. Right now, you should feel invincible, powerful, strong. Look. A lot of you, you're not where you want to be. You're thinking of negative stuff. You're talking
negativity, you in that negative zone, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to know that in order for you to get to that next level, the one thing you need to do to go where you've never gone before is to change the way you think. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Are you hearing me?
Disclosure with energy. Have you got the energy? Yeah. Well, you got the energy for your answers. Have you got the energy, Gary? And there I go again. Can't help it. It's like I've got Tourette's. Something. That's my tick. You look there all the time. That's my wee tick. Anyway, right. Let's give you your answers here. First round was about comedy sketch shows. Here was number one, of course, that is Chewing the Fat. 2 is, do you know what I was going to say? Drop the Dead Donkey, which was another different show completely, but that was Smack the Pony. You see where I was going there, didn't you? Aye. So Smack the Pony is the answer there. 3, now I loved this, and it was quite out there, but I thought it was brilliant. That's Big Train. There's a sketch in it that you've got to see, which involves it's like out in the Serengeti plain, and it's a bunch of jockeys. Now it sounds bizarre, I know it does, but they're being hunted down by the artist formerly known as Prince. Just watch it. It's mental but daft, but I like it. Some, as you can see, if you maybe look close, some of them have went on to do a lot of big other comedy series. Right, number 4 is, of course, The Fast Show. The Fast Show. Scorpio! So many wee catchphrases came off that show, didn't it? Jazz. Shite. Number 5 is the classic Naked Video, of course, Naked Video there. Where Rab Nisbet was born. 6 is the Catherine Tate Show. 7, Stonybridge. That's known as Absolutely. I don't know if some of you remember Absolutely, but it was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was. Good Scottish comedy sketch show. 8 is another Scottish comedy sketch show, all set in the fictional town of Burniston. You all know a good few ones from that. 9 is Harry Enfield and Chums, of course, Harry Enfield and Chums. And your final one, number 10, is Not the 9 o'clock news. Not the 9 o'clock news. So I'll give you, there's just a wee reminder of those answers. Right, the next round was game show answers. Number 1, Family Fortunes. Name something you feel before you buy it. Excited. You can see why I would say that. Pointless one. Who was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald in Dallas? J.R. Ewing. Brilliant. Question 3, radio present. How many kings of England have been named Henry? The contestant, well, I know of Henry VIII, so 3. On an episode of University Challenge, a contestant answered Goosey, for which historical figure's first name? Gandhi. Goosey Gandhi. Blockbusters, what L do you make in the dark when you don't consider the consequences? Love. Which is a leap in the dark, I suppose, but love. Love's your answer there. Name a film starring Bob Hoskins that is also the name of a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's good, I like that. Weakest Link, Oscar Wilde, Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Archer have all written books about their experiences in what? The Conservative Party. Again, you can see where they were coming from. Johnny Weissmuller, and this is number 8, Johnny Weissmuller famously played which jungle swinging character, clad only with a loincloth? Jesus? Weakest link again, in question 9. In traffic, what J or J, as we had that discussion, is where two roads meet? A dual carriageway? Dual carriageway. Of course, junction, but brilliant. That would have been a really tough one to get, I accept, but hey. And that clip, the historical figure was, of course, Sir Walter Raleigh, when she was really given the answer, Pot 8 O toe, and she's got, I don't know what you're meaning. I don't know what that means. Really. Right, I won't play the clips, but the comedians that you heard, number 1 was, of course, Kevin Bridges, 2, Richard Pryor, 3, Joe Brand, number 4 was Mickey Flanagan, number 5, Tommy Tiernan, the Irish comedian, as if you didn't know he was Irish, of course. 6 is Janie Godley, who's been making a real name for herself of late, of course, but she's been about for a while, is Janie. 7 is, of course, the legendary Billy Connolly. 8 is the late Joan Rivers. 9, another comedian that's passed away, is, of course, Les Dawson. And 10 is Bill Bailey. There, right. It was Finish the Joke here. Question 1, love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. That's quite good. Question 2, my wife told me that sex is always better on holiday. That was a very nice postcard to receive. 3, I saw a documentary on how ships are kept together. It was riveting. Question 4, my ex-girlfriend would always ask me to text her when I get in. That's how small my penis is. That's not, I'm just reading into it. I thought that was funny. Question 5, insomnia is awful, but on the plus side, only 3 more sleeps till Christmas. Question 6, someone stole my antidepressants, whoever they are, I hope they're happy. Question 7, I want to die like my father, peacefully in my sleep, not screaming and terrified like his passengers. Number 8, the police arrested 2 kids yesterday. One was drinking battery acid, the other was eating fireworks. They charged one and let off the other. I'll let that one off. Number 9, I bought a pair of knickers the other day. On the front of it said, I would do anything for a love. And on the back of it said, but I won't do that. And number 10, who picks up guide dogs' shit? It's a poser, that, isn't it? Anyway, that's it. I hope nobody takes any offence from any of them in that quiz. It is comedy after all. We all need to laugh nowadays, isn't there? There's so much going on in the world. Fucking hell, man. Jesus. Right, anyway, that is us. I'll be back on Sunday, folks, for another bumper quiz from 4 o'clock. And on next Wednesday, it will be a Capital Cities pub quiz special from 8 o'clock next. Now, it's not just going to be, what's the capital city of Namibia? Which I might put in there, actually, but it'll be other wee bits and bobs all intertwined in there, so it's not going to be just always what's the capital city of this, what's the capital city of that, or this is the capital city of which country. There's going to be a wee variety thrown in there, folks, okay? There's the can't help it. So yes, so you can join me for that. Next Wednesday, it will be online. Whether or not I'll be able to get your answers to you, we'll have to see. I don't think I will, but the quiz will be there, and you can send your answers to me, but the league table might not be, well, no, the results will probably not be published until the following day, for reasons I spoke about probably earlier. Anyway, stay safe, quizzers. Okay. Take it easy and take it safe out there. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. I can feel it. I can feel it. So, as we always like to say at this moment.
Now I like to say goodbye to all my fellow friends. And if you like this shit on here, I'll see your ass again.
Yes, I will see your ass again, folks. Right, take it easy, folks. Stay safe. Good night, and thanks once again. Thank you once again for everything over the past week. These are just brilliant. Good night.